do? What it do? It's your boy Supreme, man. Look, I'm back. I know it's been a minute, man. It's been a couple weeks, man. I appreciate y'all being patient. Y'all know I ain't forgot about y'all. I'ma keep blessing y'all with these bangers. I got something crazy for y'all. It's one of my favorite bills. I've been using it for a minute. Let's get into it, man. This is the Combat Medic bill. It's going crazy. You got the healing, survivability. You got the team support. You got the damage. It's a crazy build. Everything synergizes. Man, look, ain't no like who is doing this with these bills, man? Who doing this, bro? Ain't nobody doing this what I'm doing with these bills, man. These bills is crazy. I'm giving y'all this free game. I need y'all to sub up, man. If you ain't already sub, you need to sub right now. I got a lot of different crazy builds. I'm real creative when it come to making these different builds and stuff. So fuck with me, man. Sub up, like the video. I got a bunch of different variations of this build. It's a couple ways I like to run it. Um, I'm gonna explain all that. I'm gonna break it down. Like always, I'm gonna start from the top. I'm gonna break it down. Y'all just follow me. All right. Now for the specialization, we're going with the technician. The technician is my favorite specialization to use, mainly because it comes with a skill tier. All right. And we trying to make our skills as strong as possible. We want to get them to skill tier 6 so we can get the most out of our healing. So the technician is great for that with the free skill tier. It also gives us the 12% damage to the drones and robotics. We get the EMP grenade. We get the Faraday field, and we getting the enhanced diagnostics. It's going to give us plus 10% skill healing. So you want to make sure you have this turned on because you can swap between the overclock CPU and the enhanced diagnostics. Now, since this is a heal build, you want to make sure you have this one turned on for the additional skill healing. Okay. Now, be running an LMG, a shotgun, and a pistol. So make sure you got them damages turned on and you're good to go. All right. Now, for the weapons, we're going with the RPK, man. RPK is probably slept on. I don't really see a lot of people using this gun, but this gun is great. It works perfectly with this build. Um, the LMG's got a buff this season. I think they got a 30% damage increase across all the LMGs in the game. So it's giving us a lot of more damage on the LMG. And we have 119k damage on it, 748 RPM, 65 round mag. We got it the expertise 25, LMG damage on it, 12% target out of cover on it, and we got crit chance on it. Now the beautiful thing about the LMGs is they come with all this target out of cover damage already on it. So that allows you options with the third attribute slot. Now I chose to go with crit chance because we want to get our crit chance as high as we can without investing into crit chance mods, right? So it's giving us basically 10% crit chance on the bill off of the gun. Plus we have crit chance mods in the gun. So you definitely want to run this RPK with crit chance on it. It's going to give you a lot more crit chance on the bill. Now the reload time is 2.6, which is okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. And we going with the talent reformation, however you want to say it. Headshots grant 30% repair skill for 15 seconds. Now all you have to do is put a bullet on their head. Just shoot an enemy in the head, and you're going to get the 30% repair skills, which is going to give you a lot more additional healing on the build. Now, I thought this talent was broken for a long time because I'm always messing around with this build. I got a bunch of different variations of it, like I said earlier, and I would try to test it out in the shooting range with the reformation, but it would never work. So I thought it was broken. Somebody told me recently that it works, it just doesn't work in the shooting range, right? So once I found that out and I tested it and it works out in the open world, it works when you're doing it works everywhere else. It just doesn't work in the shooting range for some reason. I don't know. But that just put the build on another level because it just gave us a lot more healing on the build. So you want to run the Reformation. Um, it's going to give you a lot of additional healing, right? Now, you're looking at the bill and you're like, okay, you run a lot of skill tiers on the bill. You got no weapon damage on it. Why are you not running the capacitor? Now, I've been using the capacitor in a lot of builds, man. And I know y'all seen a lot of my builds. I'm using the capacitor. It's my favorite gun in the game. Um, so I wanted to do something different. I wanted to provide y'all with a different option, something other than just a capacitor all the time, right? So that's why I went with the RPK. Um, it has a decent base damage on it, 66k. The RPM is pretty good on it. You know, with the striker, it bumped it up to 748, and you got a pretty decent. You got a large mag in it. You got a 65 round mag in it. So the gun is great, man. Plus the talent, is going to give us a lot of healing on the build. Now the second option is the capacitor. You can run the capacitor if you wanted to. You know, it scales the damage all for the yellows and the reds, so it's going to give you a lot more upfront damage. If you wanted to go that option, that's an option you can go with. All right. Um, but I'm going with the RPK. It fits perfectly, and it works perfect with this build. Trust me. For the secondary, we're going with the ACS. Since we are running a striker build, you want to run the ACS. It's going to help you build the stacks up on the striker a lot faster to help you get to that max damage output. All right. Now for the talent, we're going with Future Perfect. Y'all already know. Anytime I'm running a skill build, I like to run Future Perfect as my secondary talent on my secondary weapon because it's just going to allow us to overcharge ourselves. Now, Future Perfect weapon kills grant one skill tier for 15 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grant overcharge for 15 seconds. Then it has a 90-second cooldown. So all you have to do is get a kill with this shotgun. It's going to give you the overcharge, and it's going to make you healing insane on the chem launcher and the restore hive. That's how I like to do it. Since we're using the shotgun anyway to build our stacks up, when you run into a room or you run into a you start the engagement, um, you want to start it with the shotgun first, right? Because you want to build the striker stacks up. Then once you get the kill, bam, you then overcharge yourself right off the bat. The uh the hive, the range on the hive and the chem launcher is going to get massive. The duration is going to increase. It's going to get crazy. So I would highly recommend running Future Perfect on the ACS for sure. Now, for the pistol, we're going with the Busy Little Bee. It's a great exotic, a great pistol. You rarely get a chance to use it because in most situations, you mostly using exotic in your primary or your secondary slot, so you're not able to really use this pistol a lot, which I don't understand why they just won't let us run multiple exotics at once, which is kind of stupid. But for this build, you have the option to run it, so why not? It's going to give us a lot of additional damage on the build, and it's great. Now it has 123 damage on it for 60 RPM, which is great, and a 30 round mag, which is great. All right. Um, but we mostly running it for the talent. We not trying to get a kill with this pistol. We're not running it to get a kill with it. We just simply running it to tag the targets and get the additional weapon damage. Now let's read the talent. Busy Little Bee. Each shot to a different target will give 1 stack, up to 10. Each stack will give 20% weapon damage. Stacks will activate once the agent switches weapons. Now, every time you shoot an enemy with this pistol, it has to be a different enemy. But when you shoot an enemy, they're going to get a red symbol above their head. The little Busy Little bee symbol is going to be red. That's going to give you the additional weapon damage. You get 20%. So if you tag 3 enemies, when you swap from the pistol, back to your RPK, you're going to get 60% weapon damage, bro. Insane. You're going to get a damage spike for 10 seconds, depending on how many enemies you tag. Which most of the time, you probably just tag one or two, so you'll get 20 to 40%. You know what I'm saying? Because there'd be a lot going on when you be fighting. You don't have time to try to tag every enemy in the room. So you tag one or two of them, get your 20-40% weapon damage, and you're going to get that spike, and you're going to get a lot of additional damage on the build, man. It's crazy. You definitely want to run this pistol, man. I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of additional damage on the build. Okay. Now for the gear, we going with the Coyotes mask. It's a great piece of gear. It's going to give us and our teammates a lot of additional crit chance and crit damage. All right. Now it comes with a weapon damage core, crit chance, and crit damage. We got a crit damage mod in it. Now we running it for the talent pack instincts. You and all allies gain a bonus based on the distance of the last enemy you hit. 0 to 15 meters give you the 25% crit damage. 15 to 25 meters give you 10% crit damage and 10% crit chance. And 25 meters on up give you the 25% crit chance. Now we're going to be playing within that close to mid-range area, so we're going to get um that 25% crit damage and that 10% crit damage and crit chance is going to be going back and forth. All right. The Coyote is great. You definitely want to run this. It's going to give your teammates a lot of additional damage. Now for the chest piece, we going with the R&K. Now, anytime I'm running a skill build, I would highly recommend running some type of incoming repairs on the build. That's just going to make the heals even stronger. All right. Now, since we running two heal skills, we don't have to run as much incoming repairs because we got two healing skills. They both at skill tier 6, so they're gonna be healing us hella good. So we can sacrifice a little incoming repairs for more damage. But you absolutely want to have some on the build. So I just went with the one piece R&K, and that's giving us 20% incoming repairs. It comes with a skill tier. We got repair skills on it, crit chance on it, and we got a crit damage mod in it. Now the talent, we going with empathic resolve. Repairing an ally increases total weapon damage and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 20 seconds. 1 to 7% if self. Effectiveness increased by your skill tier. Now since we have 6 skill tiers, we're going to be giving our teammates 15% skill damage and weapon damage every time we heal them. We're going to give ourselves that 7%. It's a great talent. It's slept on. I don't really see a lot of people using it. You might see somebody using every once in the blue. You'll see somebody using it on a heal build, but this is synergizing with the Coyote. And not only are we giving our teammates additional skill damage and weapon damage, we also giving them additional crit damage and crit chance. So everything is synergizing, man. It's a great support build. It's great. You definitely want to run empathic resolve. I also like to run. Let me find it. I also like to run the kinetic momentum. Now the kinetic momentum, I would run this more if you was doing solo, more for solo play. It's going to give you 30% repair skills. Now if you read the talent, it's saying it stacks increase your total skill damage and by 1% and total skill repair by 2% up to 15 stacks. So that's giving us 30% repair skills. That synergizing with the reformation is going to make the healing insane, man. And a lot of clips I'm running the kinetic momentum, it's just making the heal go through the roof, man. You basically unkillable, bro. You basically unkillable with this kinetic momentum. um it's great. I would say run this more for solo, and if you wanted to go more for the group play and you want to heal the group, you can go with the empathic resolve. Now you can run them, you can miss, you can run them either way. You can run this in solo if you want to, but it's only giving you 7% weapon damage, right? So I think that the 30% repair skills from the kinetic momentum will be will be more beneficial um, for you solo. You know, in a group, you kind of want to heal the teammates, you want to buff the teammates. You can run empathic resolve, and that's just going to make the team even stronger. But you can do whatever you want to do. These are the two talents I like to run with this build. Um, More so the kinetic momentum for the additional heal. That's going to make the heals even stronger. Plus, with the reformation, it's just crazy. But these are the two talents I like to run. Like I said, empathic resolve for more group play, kinetic momentum for more solo play. All right. Now for the holster, we going with striker. Now we running the four-piece striker. Everybody know what striker do. It's probably the best gear set in the game far as damage. Now the two-piece giving us 15% weapon handling. That's gonna help our LMG out. Three pieces giving us the rate of fire, and the four-piece giving us the striker's gamble. Weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. So that's 65% weapon damage we getting on the bill, just for shooting enemies. All right. Now for the attributes, we going with a skill tier and repair skills. Now since striker, the gear set itself gives you so much weapon damage already, you can afford to be creative with it. That's one of the reasons I like striker, because it gives you so much weapon damage, so you can be creative with how you build around it. So that's why we went with skill tiers, mainly because we want to make our healing skills as strong as possible, right? Um, so we went with a skill tier, 6 skill tiers, and you want to go with the repair skills because you want to make them heal for much as they can. And you're still going to get the weapon damage. The damage on the build is crazy anyway. So you definitely want to run the skill tier and the repair skills. Now the striker comes with reds on them naturally. It comes with weapon damage on the core attribute. So you will have to find these pieces with repair skills already on it and then roll a skill tier on it, which it ain't really too hard to do. Just go to countdown or go to the summit, put it on striker, have at it, and eventually you'll get the pieces to drop. Now that's the whole theme of the build. The same with the knee pads, we going with a skill tier and repair skills. Same with the gloves. We got a skill tier and repair skills. Now we going with the striker backpack. We got a skill tier, repair skills of course, and we got a crit damage mod in it. Now we're going with the talent risk management. Well, it gives us the talent risk management, which is going to further increase our damage on the build. It's increasing the striker's gamble from 0.65 to 1%. So instead of 65% weapon damage, you now get an 100% weapon damage, which is going to give you crazy damage on the RPK. All right, the damage is there, man. Trust me, the damage is there. You don't need all 6 reds to be putting out a lot of damage. We got enough damage from the RPK, the busy little bee. We got the coyote. We good. Trust me, we good on the damage, man, for real. But the build is crazy, man. Everything synergizes. Like I said, you can play around with the chess piece talents. I run this in a group. If I want to play more of a passive role and be more of a support healer type of deal, then I run the empathic resolve. If I want to be more aggressive, run around, try to get some kills up, that's when I run the kinetic momentum because it's going to give you a lot more healing and it's going to allow you to be a lot more aggressive. As long as you within your hive, you're good to go. You're good to go. Trust me. Um, for the mod slots, we went crit damage in all the mod slots, but you got options with the mod slots. Um, like I said earlier, since we running a heal build, you can opt for more incoming repairs if you want to make the heals stronger for yourself. But like I said, you run in 2 heals. The heals is more than enough. You don't really need to invest in a lot of incoming repairs, so that's giving us the option to go into more damage. That's why I chose to go for crit damage. But you can go crit damage, you can go PFV. The protection from elites is going to give you a lot of mitigation from the elite enemies. That'll work as well. Also, if you wanted to run the capacitor instead of the RPK, then you would be losing out on a lot of crit chance. So you can put crit chance mods in here. You get 18% more crit chance. That'll put you up to 50% with the capacitor. So you can just play around with whatever you want to run. But if you want the same damage that I was doing, like in the clips and in the gameplay, you want to set it up like how I have it set up, and I'm going for all crit damage mods. All right. Now for the heals, for the skills, we going with the reinforcer chem launcher. Um, I like running this more for group play because you might drop the hive, and you know sometimes teammates they run outside of the hive, so you can shoot the chem across the room and you can catch them and shoot them a heal them up with the chem. We got 9 ammo in it. Um, we got 27-second cooldown. Cloud radius is 4.8. Duration is 6.7. And the ally repair is at 994k. So it's basically 1 mil. You can shoot one chem, especially if it's an all red teammate got an all red build on. Hit him with one chem, that should heal him all the way up completely. And then the cloud gonna last for 6 seconds, which is pretty decent. The repair over time for yourself is at 200k, which is decent. That along with the restorer hive, it's gonna give you some crazy heals, bro. You're gonna basically be unkillable long as you within the range of your heals. You're gonna be unkillable. It's crazy. Um, I like running this in a group, like I said, for the teammates that run outside of the hive. You can catch them with the heal. But if you want it playing solo, I like running the fixer drone because the fixer drone is just gonna follow you around. You don't have to worry about it. You just pop it, and long as you within inside of your hive and you got the fixer drone following you, you good to go. The healing is gonna be insane. Trust me. Now the cooldown 22 seconds, duration 232 seconds, and the healing is at 89k. But you have to be mindful that we also have the reformation as well. Once we get that going, that's going to boost the healing through the roof, along with the hive, and it's going to be crazy. All right. Now the secondary skill, you absolutely want to go with the restorer hive. Um, you can just drop that on the ground. That's going to heal your teammates and keep y'all up. Now the refill speed is 2 seconds. We got 36 charges in it. Got a 12-meter range on it. 216-second duration. 4 million health on it. And it's healing for 295k. Basically 300k. Um, Plus with the reformation, it's going to go through the roof. Along with the kinetic momentum, if you run that, it's gonna take the healing through the roof. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You definitely want to run the restorer hive. And like I said, also when you get the kill with the shotgun and you go into overcharge, it's going to increase the radius and the strength of the healing on the hive and the drone or the chem launcher, whatever you're using. It's going to make the healing insane. It's going to increase the radius, and it's going to be crazy. You're going to have crazy healing. It's crazy survivability. Trust me. And make sure you got the healing mod in there, and you got the repair charges in there to get your extra additional repair charges, and you're good to go. All right. Now, if we look at the stats, we're sitting at 46% crit chance and 93% crit damage. And of course, you got to take into the effect the coyote. Now, the coyote, sometimes it'll give you that additional 10% crit chance. It'll bump us up to 56 and 103 crit chance and crit damage. And sometimes you will get the 25% crit damage. It'll give us what is that? 103, 13, 118, 118 crit damage on the build. So The stats is fine. The crit chance and crit damage, everything is fine. You don't really need a lot of crit damage on a striker build because striker is going to give you all the damage you need anyway. But the build is crazy, man. Y'all see it. Ain't nobody doing this, man. Ain't nobody giving y'all this free game, man, with these builds. It's absolutely insane, bro. It's a hella fun build. Especially the way I like to play. I'm a lot of a aggressive style type player. I like to run around and get busy, man. You know what I'm saying? So this fits perfectly because you can just drop the hive, you can pop the drone, and you good. The survivability is through the roof. You got the talent reformation, it's giving you a lot of additional healing. You got the kinetic momentum. If you choose to, if you running more in the group play, you want to run an empathic resolve. That's gonna give your teammates a lot of additional damage along with the coyote. You got the beastly little bee giving you a lot of damage along with the striker. Listen, man, this build is insane. Try it out. It's a lot of fun. I think y'all will enjoy it. All right. Now we got a 500 subscriber goal. I need y'all to run it up. We getting there. Hit that like, man. Sub up. Ain't nobody giving y'all these good builds like this, man. I'm telling you. If you ain't subbed up, you need to sub up and fuck with your boy, man. Now I gave y'all the blueprint. Y'all go out here and build it. Have some fun. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way. Serious trauma detected.
Sending intro.
Vital signs critical.